Cannabigerol, CBG, the Mother Cannabinoid. Great, I will go over everything I can in 3 minutes, and this inspires me to maybe add all of this data to the cvresearch.info page that I maintain for CV Sciences. By the way, I'm Lex Pelger, and I do Canna education for CV Sciences. This is a new account, so you could help us out a lot by following and get us over 1,000 followers quickly. As always, feel free to ask me anything. So, cannabigerol is the first cannabinoid produced by the plant in its biosynthesis pathway. So that's why it's called the mother cannabinoid. All the other cannabinoids derive from that one. Though, technically, inside the plant, it's in its acid form. But there's a lot of high CBG plants out there, like you're saying. And so, people really like it. I know that it seems to have a lot of health benefits for people that people are talking about. It hasn't been studied well clinically. I think the only risk is that it can make people's heart race. That's what I hear from the more anecdotal side of things. But unfortunately, there's a lot we know about it, but really, I think I have almost all the papers, and it's less than 100 papers for the entire plant. It's kind of sad. So, CBG only binds slightly to the CB1 and CB2 receptors, the most known of the cannabinoid receptors, but it does inhibit the enzymes that break down anandamide and 2-AG, the two main endocannabinoids that we know. So those enzymes are the Fa enzyme and the MGL, and so if you inhibit those enzymes, you make the levels of the anandamide and 2-AG endocannabinoids raise. So you're helping out your endocannabinoid system by taking CBG. It also interacts with a adrenaline receptor, which probably helps with the anti-anxiety effects, and also a serotonin receptor, the 5-HT1A, so not the psychedelic one. But that could be the reason for some of its anti-anxiety effects as well. It interacts with really important neurotransmitters. It interacts with glutamate, your most excitatory neurotransmitter, GABA, your most inhibitory neurotransmitter, and dopamine, your neurotransmitter of learning or your neurotransmitter of addiction, depending on how you like to define it. And it interacts with those via the PPAR nuclear receptors. So those control genetic transcription. So CBG is going on and turning on and off different genes, which is a pretty cool thing. It also activates the TRP channels, which are involved in our sensations of temperature and pressure and pH, and those get dysregulated in neuropathic pain, inflammation, and respiratory disorders. So maybe why there's some help there. So in the clinical side, we've had patients reporting help for anxiety, chronic pain, depression, and disturbed sleep. And in the preclinical studies in animal models, eye pressure, gut problems, appetite modulation, blood pressure lowering, bladder control, oral care, muscle spasms, airway inflammation, arthritis, pain killing, and most notably, brain health and neuroinflammation. Also, in adult neural stem cells that we have to constantly be making new stem cells, CBG increased their viability. It made them better. And also, some of the CBG breakdown products reduce inflammation. So, I might put all this up on the site if you're interested, and as always, ask me anything.